hey, you mentioned that you saw our 5-star reviews. It would mean a lot to us if you wrote a 5-star review so the next homeowner could see the same thing. It's like, what's in it for them? It's really, really hard to get homeowners in that mindset. And
Yeah, they're just thinking about it from their perspective. I think that's
yeah,
part of the reason it's so important to have it in at the software and marketing level where it's tracking as much of it as possible, where at least you're getting where it came from. And that's what I'm tackling. One of the things I'm tackling in the next couple of months is making sure that Proline's doing that, where it's to the most extent possible able to identify where a lead came from, um, and
yeah. I
not
mean,
just at the project level, but specifically at the contact level. I think that's important because it's like you're saying, it's hard for it to happen after the fact. Um,
it's so much easier when there's electronic, um, what's it called? Electronic paper trail. Like
yeah,
if we in Proline, if we can track like Roof Quote Pro stuff and we know it every time, and we know, okay, it's a website form every time, that's going to be super accurate. If it's a postcard from Dope Marketing that has a QR code and we know it's a postcard, that's awesome. I just think when you put people and human error involved, it's really, really hard. The more we can
really
take the
hard. Yeah.
people out of both from the roofer team, company team, and the prospects side. If you can take that human error out, then you're just going to have more accurate data.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're working towards that. I mean, right now we kind of have that right now with the project tags. So that's how we've been sort of handling lead source right now, is just tagging projects based on where they came from. And I think that's still a valuable thing as well, because it's good to know, oh, this project came directly through Roof Pro. But I think the thing that we need to add is at the contact level. So wherever you need to know the original source of a customer, so that even if they do multiple projects with you or they refer other people and that gets labeled, even though that is hard, like you're saying, but if it does, then we're able to actually track all that back, because that is, I think, where some stuff gets miscommunicated and where it's easy to write off lead sources where it's like, oh, this lead source didn't generate enough revenue for it to be worth it. But if it was properly tracked, you'd be able to see, oh, actually, so that person here, they did this like multiple jobs with us, and then they referred two people, and so overall that lead source, that marketing campaign was actually profitable for us. And so I
Yep.
think that's something that it's it's one of the areas that we need to fill out to make sure it is as good as possible through Proline.
One thing that would excite me as a business owner is if we've never really had to do this before, but we've sold 2 Yelp roofs, and really profitable Yelp roofs. Like, we've never had Yelp ever. Georgia doesn't really use Yelp for home services. But if we had a very clear dashboard that said, okay, let's think about it. For me, we've sold Yelp roofs. We sell a lot of roofs from like Google Guaranteed or Google Local Service Ads, LSA. We sell a lot of that. But if I knew it was coming from the LSA ad, that would be awesome. Like, I don't really know it now. Just because we switched over, I don't really know. If we knew all those electronic lead sources, that would be massive, because then I know, okay, if Yelp's selling, I should probably I haven't put $1 towards Yelp, but we've sold 2 roofs. That's a pretty good ROI. But I need to see it on a monthly basis so that I know, like, okay, where to put marketing dollars. If it's Thumbtack or if it's Angie or whatever else people use in different markets, if Proline can provide a very clear lead source analytic that we can all use and see really well, like, this is the number of leads and this is the number of generated revenue and this is profit, like, that's huge.